Today on the net, the trial of Hosni Mubarak has opened in Cairo. Reactions online. A group of American millionaires asking to pay higher taxes. And the streets of New York as seen from underneath a skateboard. The trial against ousted Egyptian President Hosni Mubarak began in Cairo on Wednesday and has now been adjourned until the 15th of August. The former ruler faces charges of murder and corruption less than 6 months after the fall of his regime. This is a historic trial for the people of Egypt and is generating a great deal of online commentary. On #Mubarak trial, Twitter users are sharing information and thoughts on the court proceedings in real time, their opinions of the accused, and also their views on the trial itself. Some are delighted the former dictator has finally been brought to justice in his country, whilst others are feeling sorry for him. And these feelings of sympathy towards Hosni Mubarak can also be seen in the streets of Cairo. A number of web users have uploaded photos like these ones of the dozens of supporters of the ousted president who gathered in the Egyptian capital on Wednesday morning. They were met with a much larger crowd of opponents of the former head of state who were demanding an exemplary punishment for him. Some, like this man who's holding a noose, even called for the death penalty. To avoid any potential confrontations between Mubarak's supporters and detractors, security forces were deployed en masse by the Egyptian authorities, as we can see in these images currently circulating online. This didn't stop a few clashes breaking out, however, as we can see in these amateur photos which were posted online Wednesday morning.
Tax me.
Tax me.
Tax me.
Tax me because my country, our country, means more than my money.
Over 200 American millionaires have made this heartfelt appeal to President Obama and the US Congress. The request was initially made several weeks ago, but is now more relevant than ever, as a compromise to raise the US debt limit without raising taxes has been agreed in Washington.
Research, education.
For universities and research to spark our...
The Patriotic Millionaires, as they call themselves, have been spreading their message online, saying they want to pay more taxes to help the US economy recovery and improve the country's fiscal health. It's their way of showing their gratitude to the country which helped them become rich, and also to contribute to the durability of the system which made this possible. The initiative is led by two organizations that campaign for American tax reforms, the Agenda Project and Wealth for Common Good, which recently launched an online petition to increase millionaires' tax rates. Objective: generate $78 billion of extra income to reinvest in the public domain. The campaign for greater taxation on the country's richest households is gaining ground on the web. The group Rebuild the American Dream says that the current system threatens the American dream and must be reformed to make it fairer for all and to give hope to those that can no longer make ends meet.
I don't talk to anybody that says...
Hachette has given Google the go-ahead to digitize out-of-print books from its catalogue. France's biggest book publisher and the American giant have struck a deal to publish works on Google Books, giving web users the option to buy the paperback version. This is the first agreement of its kind in France and applies to over 40,000 books. This is what happens when taxidermy goes wrong. British daily The Daily Mail has rounded up the worst cases on its website. There's a leopard in a state of shock, a cat which looks like an owl, a wolf with a squint, to name but a few. You can also visit this house of horrors on the Facebook page Badly Stuffed Animals. The people behind this video, which is currently doing the rounds on sharing sites, placed a tiny camera underneath a skateboard and then sped through the streets of New York. An original and novel way of visiting the Big Apple.